Welcome back to Daytime. How many times have you heard yourself or someone you love say, I can't work out, I've got bad knees? If you've been injured, that doesn't mean exercise is out of the question. Denise Beatty knows firsthand how getting into shape can help your body heal. She's created the Fitness Fix, and it's a series of exercises that anyone can do. Welcome to Daytime, Denise.
Thank you.
So you've been in 2 motor vehicle accidents?
Yes.
My goodness, tell us about those. What happened?
Well, first of all, I was rear-ended and then hit the car in front. And the second one, I was waiting to make a turn and was hit head-on. Oh. And that's where my whole left side was crushed with the knee and hip, quite severe injuries. And I couldn't run for about 3 years, so took a little bit of rehab.
Were you an athlete when this happened?
I was mostly a runner and a dancer. I was actually going through my kinesiology degree at the time, so even sitting through lectures was difficult. I had to stand at the back of the room, and yeah, so it was tough.
That is awful. Well, we have heard from so many people, and I know friends of mine even who've said, you know, my knees are sore, can't go for the walk tonight, or I hurt an old shoulder injury, can't lift weights anymore. So you say no. If you're injured, then all the more reason to do some exercises, right?
Absolutely. And sometimes it's just having the key and knowing what to do.
Right.
If you set your body up properly and you balance those muscles, the results are incredible. Plus, all the old injuries you've had can actually start repairing themselves. You can still repair muscles that were damaged even 20 or 30 years ago. So it's very encouraging. And even for myself, I was told I wouldn't run long distances, and I run marathons now. So it's different.
So you proved them wrong, didn't you?
Absolutely.
Well, let's go show everybody at home some things that they can do. Because we've all heard of people saying, well, where would you like to start? What complaints have you heard?
Well, shoulders, you get a lot of problems, but one of the easiest ways to fix it is to remove the stimulus of the problem.
Okay.
So usually people are doing things where they're lifting their shoulders up before movement in bench press or shoulder press exercises. Their shoulders are popping up, the shoulder blade is rotating forward. Now, if you can train that shoulder blade to actually rotate down and back to move your arm, even from swimming, running, anything, you're actually more stable and you're going to prevent impingement. So it's great for posture.
In us doing this, in preparation for doing something. Just relax and keep your shoulders back.
Set them first.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. We can remember that. What else can we do?
Well, another good tip is for your hips. A lot of people don't realize that 30% of our forward movement can be controlled by the abductors, by the muscles on the side of our hips. So if we strengthen those, when we want to propel forward or even change direction rapidly, we're less likely to either cause knee or hip or even low back problems.
So how do we do that?
So you're going to love this.
Oh, good.
So standing, balance on your right foot, lift your left leg out to the side, and now here's the trick. You want to feel like you're lifting your arches of that right foot, so your foot's gripping into the ground. Lift your leg directly to the side and down. So now you're stabilizing the supporting hip and the leg that you're lifting. Now to really recruit those hips, you can actually kick slightly behind as well. So gluteus medius, it controls your gait. So it actually helps, especially with women, when you're walking. If this muscle's strong, it prevents the knees from buckling in and the hips from buckling.
I only thought I had a gluteus maximus. There's a medius too?
There are 3 of them.
Dear me. Where's the medius? Is that above?
It's right on the top. It's right on
here.
The top portion.
Okay, maximus is the other stuff.
Exactly.
And the third?
Minimus, and it's a deeper muscle.
Okay.
And if it's strong, it actually helps for back pain as well. So,
good. Now, bad knees. I hear it all the time. We all do.
Okay, this
Even
is
I
amazing.
have a bad knee.
Oh, we can actually probably fix that.
Good.
So what you really have to focus on is strengthening the vastus medialis. It's an inside muscle that stabilizes that kneecap. The outside muscle is usually too tight. This one needs to be stronger. Best way to strengthen it is to actually straighten your leg as hard as you can. It's actually a full extension. That's when it recruits in that last 30 degrees. So if you're balancing on one foot and straightening that leg, you're strengthening the hips and the knee of the leg that you're working on.
Way.
And a lot of times knee problems are starting at the feet. So a really great tip for anyone out there that wants to get out walking or jogging and they've got knee or hip problems, fix how you're walking and standing. If the inside of your ankles roll in, your knees go, and then your hips have a lot more stress.
Right.
So if you lift your arches.
I'm going to move your hair.
Absolutely.
Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Lift your arches, move the weight to the outside of your feet, then your knees absolutely straighten out, and you're taking all the pressure off your knees and your hips. So if everyone focused on that when they're walking and running, you know, just be careful on the heels, of course, getting used to it. But if you do that, it takes all the pressure off.
Would orthotics help if you're inclined to go like this?
Actually, that's a great example, but with if you actually strengthen your
If you're inclined to go like that, you've got more problems to deal with.
So we may have to, I might need an hour with you then.
Denise Beatty, thank you very much for coming. I love the DVDs.